Hey everyone, welcome to BMW Fanatic. Now, you probably saw my video as far as the things that you need to do prior to actually adding on a tune to the car. I was saving this next little piece as far as what is also needs to be done when you actually tune your car, just so you don't have any issues. And what that is upgrading your flimsy plastic charge pipe here to an actual metal one. I'm going to show you in the engine bay as far as what setup I'm currently running as of right now and how it's holding up. And just really a comparison purposes for general. So this is the stock N54 charge pipe. And the main issue, what happens is that since this piece is plastic up here, under high boost pressure, more than stock obviously, but these have blown at stock boost pressure, you're adding all that boost that's in the actual charge, because obviously that's the whole point of the diverter valves. It's you're either holding all that pressure in and exerting it out from like a blow-off valve, or the diverter valve, obviously it goes back in the intake tract. So what usually happens is that it blows right where the C-clip is here, and then you have a boost leak. That's the main problem. Then you have to wait for an actual charge pipe to come in, and then therefore you have that big mess. Just to share as far as the setup I currently have, and it's just so you can see really the difference in piping, let alone, I mean, this bottleneck's down pretty far. So what I'm running is the Burger Motorsports CPE N54 charge pipe, of course, the diverter valve one. And this runs all the way from the throttle body down to the actual intercooler piping. Now some are just the shorty to where you have to still manage to run this flimsy kind of hose here. The CPE one has only a small silicone hose. It's a lot bigger in diameter size wise. So it's definitely very important to actually upgrade that just for that piece when you're running that higher than stock boost. I'm also running the Forged Motorsport diverter valves. They're vent to atmosphere, so my setup currently is kind of like obviously like a blow-off valve. It's the same setup, and then I have the actual intake tracks blocked off. I'm running upgraded diverter valve springs, 15 to 23 psi springs within there. It holds up great. It's the perfect setup, I believe, and has been doing me fine for the last 3 years now as far as having this setup on. So let's roll over to the actual engine bay. All right, here is the CPE charge pipe. It's 100% all metal, of course. You still retains the C-clip, and then it goes down to the actual intercooler piping right there, and then it's just a small little hose as you see. Now, as you can probably tell, as far as the difference in piping here, it's a big difference. I mean, you can just see just how much thicker the actual CPE one is, and see how the stock one's like this, and then the bottleneck's way down. This remains the whole entire size all the way down to, I guess, actual intercooler piping, which is pretty much that size. So you get a little bit more increased throttle response and everything else like that. Here's my forged diverter valves. Vent to atmosphere. Here I have them actually capped off, which these caps are just chair stop caps. You just cap them off here. These hoses right here do not go to anything at all. They just go down in the actual engine bay. It diverts the sound outward from the actual diverter valve and then out through the actual car itself, so that way you can actually hear it pretty easily. I have it in one of my videos to where I'm in a parking garage, hear it. It's plenty loud and you can hear it very easily. I just have my DCIs out right here because I figured I'm cleaning them when I'm doing the actual O2 sensors. Here's the size comparison of that. This is a very important piece, very important part, just so once you add a tune, you can start so you don't run into any actual issues. All right, everyone, as easy as that. Please be sure to upgrade your charge pipe before you're adding a tune onto your actual N54, just so you have peace of mind. I did okay when I ran the stock charge pipe, but it can get really risky when you start adding more than the stock boost. Therefore, you don't want to be broken down below your actual charge pipe. Then you have to wait a couple days, maybe a week, depending on which one you go with and setup and all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and replace it early. It's much better to have a 100% metal piece versus flimsy plastic that can break. Definitely changes a day, and your N54 will like you for it. Thank you everyone for stopping in. Thanks again. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great week. Take care.